I think so. Does this shirt make me look fat?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. It's yellow.
It was yellow.
You're listening to the 5 Gallon
Heineken.
Podcast.
Heineken.
Once the volume control is set, do not readjust.
Your station name here. Enter one ring.
5 Gallon Podcast.
This is everything I've ever wanted. This is everything.
5 Gallon Podcast, bringing you the best of independent music from around the globe.
Hi, Adam.
Hi, Corey.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Good. Good to have you in studio.
Thanks. It's nice to be here.
You know, we're running a bit late because your nap went long.
I had a nice hour and 90-minute nap.
That's not a nap. That's going to bed. That's sleeping.
It was a sleep, but I feel good now.
All right, we'll get into that and a whole bunch more. Let's start with Matt Pond. Great cut to call Let Me Live. One of my favorite records, actually, recently. The Lives Inside the Lines in Your Hands. Only on the 5 Gallon Podcast.
The sky will spin again.
What a nummy song, this one.
Yeah, I like it.
So delicious.
The windows say no how that lights feel.
You know what? No matter how much I work out, I think I'll always look fat in yellow and sitting. You know?
I think sitting is not a good look for anyone.
No, you're right.
I was last time we did this. I looked at the video and I was like, oh, I look like a hunchback.
Yeah.
I'm just leaned over, my guts hanging over my pants.
Right. That's every day of my life.
And mine.
Yeah. Two fat guys.
Two fat guys hunching over.
Two fat guys. What's the right way to put a Band-Aid on when you cut the tip of your finger?
Say
Because I have two.
Strong.
I got two on there. One trying to hold the other one down, basically.
I think it looks right.
It does, but it doesn't feel right.
Was there projectile bleeding?
It was not projectile bleeding, but he was bleeding. Now this, I got to change my Band-Aid. This one's coming off now. Change my Band-Aid. I got wing sauce on it anyway. Do we have any? Did we establish any topics for tonight? Are we going to talk about anything in particular? I know what we're not going to talk about.
The Emmys?
We're not going to talk about the Grammys.
Grammys?
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about the Grammys. I'm pretty excited about JT coming back. Though. That's been awesome.
We're not going to talk about
Nope,
you know who,
none of them
or her,
or her.
or you know her.
Yeah, yeah. So basically, all that's off the table. Do we even have anything other than that between us?
No, I have nothing else to talk about.
Yeah.
It's going to be I'm gonna sit here silently.
Okay.
Want to talk about napping?
We could.
I feel like that could run out of ammo pretty quickly.
That's all right. I'll carry you.
Good for you.
That's what I do. What? You don't listen to my other shows?
We should actually do that. We should talk about that.
All right.
I could talk about the gringas on the bus that I heard doing this, and it was driving me insane. I couldn't read the National Geographic.
Well, let's do that. That's topic right there.
Okay.
So I think it relates to something else too that bugs me about that. But yeah, we'll talk about that.
It's just the one-upmanship. Some sort of I find it with a lot of young expatriates. Have you been here? Have you?
Right. Stand by, coming back. Oh man, that beer's good.
This is it. What?
5 Gallon Podcast.
Amazing, huh?
We're balls deep in independent music.
Great cut there. You know, during that tune, we were catching up a bit, and one of the things that does bug me is what you put up. You said as what one-upmanship, really,
Yeah.
where Like, I get this a lot too, and I think it's a combination of this and another factor. The other factor I'm trying to get into as well is, you know how when someone, for example, has a blog or something on Facebook that they talk about or they do shit on the internet, and then they ask you, like, if you saw what they just most recently did on the internet, and then they're shocked that you didn't.
You didn't read my blog?
You didn't read my blog? You didn't see what I put on Facebook yesterday? You didn't read my blog? You know what I mean?
I do.
And it's just that's the voice that came out this week, right? That, what?
What?
What? You didn't read my Facebook? You know?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, the one-upmanship of the one that I was ranting about was my pet peeve when people say, "Oh, have you been to Cuba?" and you say, "No, I haven't."
Yeah.
And they say, "What?
What? You haven't been to Cuba?
You simply must go." Because they're not really talking to you about have you gone. They just want to talk about themselves and remind you that they went.
That's the same guy that got mad at me because I've never heard of the Mumford and Sons people until like recently.
What?
You haven't Mumford and Sons? You did Mumford and Sons?
Didn't you see the Grammys?
Did you read my Facebook? You know?
I do know.
I know. Everybody does. From San Francisco, off the Incongruent record, this is Carletta Sue K. Just another beautiful boy. Only on the 5 Gallon Podcast.
Well, I've always had a thing for the pretty ones, just like anyone else, I suppose.
This chick's weird.
But beauty's
I
in
like
the
this already.
eye of the beholder, and a rose is a rose is a rose. I'm not the kind of girl who looks for trouble, though I've had my share, it's true. I ain't no blushing violet.
This is a woman?
And I ain't no ingenue.
Yep.
Sound like
But
it.
some scoundrels are ready and willing to rob a good and decent girl of her joy.
Time do I gotta get up tomorrow? It's gonna be like ridiculously early.
What time?
I don't know.
6 a.m.?
Probably 6 at the latest.
What are you going to do in the morning? Right?
I am.
Cool.
Funny that you ask. Are you?
I'd like to, yes.
You should.
I will.
We should have a writer's workshop.
I'd like that. 6 a.m. Writers Workshop?
Yeah.
Okay, I can do that. Coffee, apple, couple hours.
Mm-hmm.
Cranking away. Or just an hour, probably.
It's gonna be now. I got an hour of cranking. Where's my damn calendar?
I think there's part of me that wants to go outside in the morning before my work day begins.
Oh, you got it. You got to go for like a walk on the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you have to take little mini breaks and go swimming in the pool. That's what I do. Telling you,
That's a good mini break.
you'll live to 110 that way.
I'm 110. Happy 110th birthday. You got any good stories to tell?
No, not really. No, I could make a bunch of shit up if I wanted to. Like, but I won't. I could, though. I should. Oh, I got more emails. How's this server thing working out? Client owes you $7,500 US. So I better, I better send those guys a reminder.
Somebody owes you $7,500?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, not me, but
You might want to collect on that.
yep, I will. Yep.
I'm trying to think if I have any good stories of late. Just crazy girl stories.
Well, I'll tell you what's going to happen here. We're going to cut out of this tune, and Jim James is up next. I'm sure you want to talk about Jim.
I do want to talk about Jim.
Well,
James.
now's the time.
Except I don't know that much about him, except that I love him. And that I love my morning jacket.
He's from Kentucky.
He's from Louisville.
Louisville. Louisville.
That's how you know when someone's from Louisville. They say Louisville.
Is that Louisville?
Louisville.
Here we go.
Congratulations.
We interrupt this program.
Your imagination is having puppies.
Carletta Suke. Keep an eye on that girl. I'm telling you, that Incongruent record is pretty off the hook. And now you brought to my attention a record that... What? You haven't heard of Jim James?
You don't know who Jim James is?
So obviously...
You must listen to him.
lead singer and guitar player from My Morning Jacket from Louisville, Kentucky. Louisville, Kentucky. I don't know. How do you say it in Louisville?
If you're from, you say from the outside Louisville or Louisville. But if
Uh-huh.
you live there, you say Louisville. Louisville.
I'm trying to wrap my head around this record that I got the other day. Regions of Light and Sound of God.
That's correct.
Wow. And it's deep. It's oh God, it's so artsy.
Yeah, it's a pretty awesome album. I haven't stopped listening to it all week long.
Now, did you tell me today, because I can't remember with the red wine hangover fog, if you and I are going to Austin, Texas for some barbecue and Jim James. Is that happening?
May 6th. Yeah.
All right.
The tickets are pretty inexpensive. They're more inexpensive than you would imagine. More inexpensive?
You're a writer.
They're more cheap than it's not expensive.
What time's the writing workshop start in the morning? Because we need some help immediately.
6:30 a.m.?
Yeah, we don't really know superlatives.
Who?
Who? What? What? You don't know superlatives?
What Jim James tune you gonna play here? Oh, you're gonna tell it already. So I should
Yeah,
just
well,
ruin-
I'm gonna do
spoiler
no till
alert.
now. I was hoping that you could speak intelligently about that record.
No, I can't. I'm not intelligent.
All right, well, this is Jim James. I mailed him some painted coconuts so he doesn't sue me. No promises.
He won't.
No till now. Great cut. I think this is the hit off the record, right?
Something like that.
I don't know.
So far.
5 Gallon Podcast. What a record.
There was a really good review on Pitchfork of this album, and it was pretty good.
It's Valentine's Day Ladies Night at the Orchid Room.
The where?
At the Orchid Room.
Is that here? On Valentine's Day? What day is that? Wednesday?
Thursday, I think.
Oh, we should go. So you think this is a story, this entire album?
I do. I think it's more like a concept record. Let me look at this here. Jim James record. Reaches a fighting sound of God.
What is that? What is he doing?
Synth.
That's synth?
Yeah. The only thing I can find here so far is where the title came from.
He's on some sort of religious crusade sort of thing, as I understand it.
Yeah, I've heard this, that too. Bob Ludwig mastered it. Wow, big surprise. Okay, so Jim did everything, basically.
He did.
Yeah. He did all the instrumentation except for the strings. Wow. Jackass.
Yeah, he's apparently pretty good at what he does. His voice sucks, though. The tickets in Austin are really about $25 a pop. That's it.
It's not the ticket price I'm worried about.
No, it's
The flight and the hotel and the food.
I have a bunch of friends in Austin, though.
Oh, really?
A lot.
Oh.
And I have one. I just don't know the relationship of his with his family right now. He's a mess. He's a mess of a human, but he's fun.
Okay.
But I don't know what his parents have this amazing house, not just outside of Austin. I've stayed there a couple times before, but I don't know if he's still. I don't know what his situation is with his family. I don't know if they just let us crash there. But I have a friend in Texas whose dad works for Omni Hotels, and he can always set us up with cheap hotel rooms.
All right, I'm liking this.
Yep. Texas.
I wanted the album to sound like it came from a different place in time. Perhaps sounding as if it were the past of the future, if that makes any sense. Like a hazy dream that a fully realized android or humanoid capable of thought might have when it reminisces about the good old days or just being a simple robot.
That was his goal?
Yeah.
Wow.
Normal.
So it's looking back to the past from the future. So he's
As a robot.
so then he's Doc Brown. Is he Doc Brown?
I don't think he's Doc Brown.
No.
So,
Why not? Does he get killed by Libyan terrorists?
and it's inspired by this book called God's Man. So he was thinking about doing a solo career. Somebody handed him this book. And this book chronicles an artist's struggles with temptation and corruption along with finding true love.
That's a book?
Some of the things that were happening in the book were happening to him.
Who wrote the book? I've heard that.
Lynn Ward, 1929.
Wow. 1929.
Yeah.
1929. What happened in 1929?
Stock market crash.
That's what I thought. That's what it was, right? Stock market crash.
That's pretty much the big one, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's other things, but
No, that's it. It's the only thing that happened all year.
kind of overshadowed.
The stock market is crashing. How does that happen?
Stock market crash.
This song rules.
I know. It's record rules.
Would you rather win a Grammy or an Oscar?
Grammy. Grammy party's gonna be better than the Oscar party.
Rock stars?
Yeah.
Oh, and the girl who sang Call Me Maybe will be there? Kelly Rowland will be there.
Some of the music provided tonight from the Pod Show PodSafe Music Network. Check it out at music.podshow.com.
Doing a little bit of research on this James Records. I'm gonna have to go on the internets again and read some more. You know what I should do? I should post it on 5gallonsound.com instead of reading it over the internet to you.
Reading.
Pretty deep record
Yeah.
about a robot fantasizing about the good old days in the past from the future as a sentient android.
Just like Doc Brown.
Just like Doc Brown.
Not really like Doc
No,
Brown.
not really like Doc Brown. You gonna surf with me this week?
Yeah. The waves were good. Waves were good today.
Good times out there, long boarding, because I think it's time. I got to get my shit together, basically.
Have you tried yet?
Nope.
You know, it's hard.
I understand that.
It burns your shoulders until you want to cry.
I went out the other day, and I've been getting into the body surfing. You know, where I'm practicing paddling to the wave, and then with the wave, and then getting a whole bunch of seawater up my nose.
Yes, you're like a bike with training wheels.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. So I'm feeling like I'm going to get somewhere with it pretty quick.
Yeah, maybe. Some people are better. If you're good at balancing, then you'll be fine.
All right. Well, this is Chris Stamey. Interesting little pop song called You and Me in XTC on the 5 Gallon Podcast.
We hit the road without a plan, trying to find a place to land.
I need to get you a boom and a spider. Spider
We
boom.
should talk about this.
Okay, let's talk about lightsabers. That suits me fine. Oh, I gotta read an email. I gotta read a letter. I got the mail sack coming up.
Mail sack. It's a sack of mail. Oh, that kind of mail? Physical mail? Wow. XTC, you and me and XTC.
Mail sack. Yes, we get like mail here.
That's cool.
It is cool. It's kind of creepy too.
You don't have the Costa Rican address anymore? 25 meters north of a dog's foot with rabies.
No, I got a Miami P.O. box. Yes. Yes.
What? What? You've never been to Uganda? What?
Drew White is following me on SoundCloud.
Who's Drew White?
I don't know. I didn't know I had a SoundCloud account, but apparently I do.
Sorry.
I'll be okay.
You and me and ecstasy. You and me on ecstasy.
Ben Affleck.
Benjamin. Are you going to have the bachelor party for this condo?
Oh my god, yeah, I forgot to do that.
Well, we're single now.
Yeah, that'd be a great party too.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
We got to do that.
Yeah, it's a matter of when.
When's your birthday?
April 9th.
It's not too far away.
No. Well, yeah. I kind of want to lock myself in my condo. Like, you know, not Howard Hughes style, but more like L. Ron Hubbard style.
When?
For my birthday.
Just for that day?
No, for like a couple days around it.
What are you going to do?
A lot. What's the month here?
What are you going to do?
Mm-hmm.
Do coke and run around in circles?
Yeah.
Do coke and blog?
Do coke and blog. Coke and blog. My birthday's on Tuesday. So basically I need to take the week off.
A week?
Yeah, I'd say.
What are you going to try to do?
Coke and blog.
Really?
Oh, yeah. That's all you do. That's what I'm doing now. Coking and blogging. I don't know if I like this song.
I do not. It's a little too... How many times are you going to say this chorus?
I don't know. Too many. Well.
I feel like XCC some sort of an inside joke.
Well, you only play a tune once.
Subscribe to the 5 Gallon Podcast in the iTunes Music Store today. With new episodes every week. It's easy, it's free, and it might even get you laid.
Just because I didn't like that tune doesn't mean you might not have. So,
Who, me?
yeah, I don't know anybody really.
I didn't love it.
I thought it was cool for a bit. And I don't know why I put it in the deck, but there it was. So, if you like it, you can go to 5gallonsound.com/podcast and buy it for 49 cents on emusic.com. Let's reach into the sack.
You've got some mail. You've got mail.
Going to the mail sack, pulling out the letters, and the question asked of me is, "Hey Corey, how come your Spanish isn't so good?" So that's a great question. Why isn't my Spanish good, Adam?
No hablo muy bien.
No hablo muy. You know why? It's because I'm surrounded by all you guys who speak English all damn day.
I can speak to you in Spanish if you want. I just actually speak English with a Spanish accent. That's how I speak Spanish.
Let's play some Beirut. Love these guys.
That sounds great.
Tune's called East Harlem, 5 Gallon Podcast.
Another rose
I love Beirut.
I love Beirut as well. I gotta stop playing them. They're getting too popular.
They are getting popular.
Yep.
Well, they should. They're good.
They are really good. Lumineers.
Lumineers are coming up?
No. That was another band that... Excuse me. It's frustrating because you... Frank Ocean confirmed that you suck. What does this mean? Why is everybody going on about Frank Ocean?
I didn't buy his album, but he gets rave reviews. He's like the next young hype rapper. He's got an interesting story with that crazy California group.
Yeah, but people are talking on the internets about how something happened tonight at the Grammys.
What happened with Frank?
I don't know. I better hashtag Grammys. Find out what's going on. God.
They do a bunch of stunts, him and his group of friends.
Okay.
They do like strange sort of stunts against conventions type of thing. Like they're not necessarily pranks or funny, but they just kind of they'll say and do some things to rile people up.
Okay.
So that could be
It might be. Maybe they did something stupid like that.
possibly.
Possibly stupid. Sleepy. I gotta stay up and edit this and everything too, man.
Bad influence on you.
You are.
Una mala influencia.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I wanted to watch an episode. I wanted to get back into the Oliver Stone documentaries. You want to watch a documentary after this? Or you got a phone call?
I got a phone call.
God damn it.
This is what happens.
Yeah.
This is my last night.
I know.
After this, I'll just be sad, not all yours.
All right, tomorrow night we're watching a documentary. It'll be fun.
I would like that.
An effective slingshot minigun. What is this?
Bring me home. Unknown.
The Slingshot Channel. Oh God, these awesome people.
Today I want to show you my full auto mini Gatling slingshot gun. As you see, it has 8 barrels that rotate. It fires these pistol crossbow bolts
Oh my god.
like this. Well, as you know, I love weaponizing Black & Decker tools, so it's powered by this power screwdriver from Black & Decker. So the locks are my typical inline design that I've been using for some time now. So each one of the barrels has its own trigger, rubber loaded, and
Get back to that in a bit.
That seems awesome.
It does. Can't wait to see it fire. Your music education starts right now. Let's get together and learn some shit. I'm drinking slow. That's for sure. One of the great bands out of the 60s that heavily influenced a lot of other groups to follow. And I think really kind of started that post art rock intellectual just weird coolness. You know what I mean?
I do.
Yeah.
I do know what you mean.
Well, here's the thing. If you put Lou Reed and Andy Warhol together, throw a hot chick who can't sing into the mix, you got the Velvet Underground.
You do.
That's pretty cool. I mean, their logo's a banana. Banana.
A pretty banana.
I don't even know why people tune into this, honestly. Why do people listen to this show?
Because you're hilarious. And the music's good. And Jim James. Oh, and Velvet Underground.
All right, music focus, Velvet Underground. This is Stephanie Says, followed by Sweet Jane.
Stephanie says that she wants to know.
So I told you I bought a Joni Mitchell album this week?
Yeah, that was really a bad idea.
Bad decision. I feel really bad about it.
You should.
I'm sadder that I bought it than the music actually makes me.
I want to see this thing fire.
But I was going to buy a Velvet Underground album.
It's a good idea.
So every time the trigger passes the ram, the shot automatically falls. So this means when you press the trigger,
Oh my god.
it's like an electronic piano.
That's a murder weapon.
You can also fire short bursts like this.
Of course it can. We also kill
So this has been designed to
communities.
be very compact. As you see, there's really no wasted space, since the barrels also need to accommodate the fletching of the arrows. Also have this very comfortable front handle. It's my typical Moore hammer design. You probably know it.
Oh my god. That is so cool.
I know. The fact that it's made out of wood makes it all the cooler.
No kidding. What a star. What am I doing in my life? Not this.
Nope, not this at all.
I don't do anything even close that resembles the talent this man has.
Because it's so cold outside, rubber doesn't work very well, so I want to shoot inside for a little while.
Good idea. Oh my god. It's your house. Hope your kids are in bed.
What a mess. So for quick loading, I made this little loading rod. And all I have to do is I insert it into the front, press back until the sear engages. And then I continue doing that with the other barrels. And then I do this until all of them are loaded. And you see there's little magnets in here that hold the arrows in place.
Magnets?
Okay, let's try some shorter fire bursts.
Why is he wearing a t-shirt?
Not bad at all. It's very acceptable. So I haven't maxed out the rubber. I couldn't make it shooting much harder. But this is so much fun just because it's this full auto feeling that I really love. One more prize that you can win. Original Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunter backpacker. And it's blood red inside. I will also pack in a slingshot surprise for the lucky winner. All you have to do, leave a comment to this video, and in 1 week you may win this thing. So that's it for today. I hope you liked it. Thanks and bye-bye.
Slingshotchannel.com. What do you know?
I love this song.
Yeah.
In my hand, in my hand.
Sneaky. Did you ever hear the Cowboy Junkies cover this?
Mm-mm.
Oh, really good.
Good?
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever happened to the Cowboy Junkies?
Not sure. They got too sober?
Cowboy Junkies. Still active. They're from Toronto. They're a Toronto band.
Toronto.
Toronto. band.
Toronto. Toronto.
They just recently played on BBC Radio in Scotland. So they're out doing stuff. We should actually see if they got a new record.
Done.
Yeah. Well. Music catalog.
Let's get a record a day this week is what I might do. Any good recs?
Wow. Was that you being a hipster?
Yeah. I was.
Any good recs out?
Any good recs? Frank Ocean?
Yeah, I gotta go see what he did on the internet, I guess. Frank Ocean, whoever that is. What? You don't know who Frank Ocean is? What do you live like in the jungle?
I've listened to some of his songs prior to not purchasing the album,
Okay.
and wasn't interested.
That one needs new batteries.
Because I'm just chewing them up.
No, it's just because it's a lot brighter than that normally.
Really?
Yeah.
It looked good last night, high at 2 in the morning.
You had a different one. You had a blue one.
I had this one too.
Yeah. You took that to bed with you, didn't you? Yeah. You can keep that. Actually, no.
She's already mine, actually. We talked about it last night. It's actually why I slept so late, because we stayed up talking throughout the night.
Oh, we got to do 30 seconds or something.
Oh.
Oh, I want to do awkward sipping. I need a new beer.
Will you get two?
Yeah.
Two beers.
If you're an independent recording artist and would like to hear your music on future episodes of this podcast, send your song submissions to 5gallonpodcast@gmail.com.
Are we back?
Hi, it's Adam. Corey's not here. I don't know what to do.
No, I'm here. I'm here.
Hey.
Good.
God, I was so scared.
Turns out the Cowboy Junkies are still a band.
Yay.
I didn't know they were from Toronto. Maybe I did and I forgot.
Toronto.
Yeah. Toronto. Oh. So I had to step out just to get a new beer, actually. Are you putting your beer in now?
I've opened it.
Yeah.
I might just go can.
I got a little bit of a sip here left in this one.
Okay.
Yeah. Sip it.
Good sip.
That's really good.
Good sip. It's the Costa Rican Heineken, though, so it's like the Fa Heineken.
It's a milder flavor. Like, I think it's one of the only Heinekens in the world that they were allowed to manipulate the recipe slightly.
Yeah, because it's not Heineken.
No.
And the Corona is not really Corona.
It's not.
It's just Costa Rican Heineken.
Yeah.
Don't even call it Heineken. Just make it under your own label.
Heinequito.
Yeah. Heinerico.
I'm just pouring a beer. Wow.
So,
what?
Are you gonna do? You're gonna drink that entire beer?
I don't know if I. Should I chug it?
Yes.
I was in pukey mode today. I might puke though if I did it.
Well, I'll just take over. I know I was scared earlier when you were gone, but I want to prove to you that I can do this.
You could carry this show.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't really do anything, honestly.
Yeah, you do.
You know. Don't forget, we've got to talk about the all request episode coming up, man.
All request episode?
Yeah. Next week.
Cool.
What? You don't listen to the show?
You know about all requests?
Let's do 30 seconds awkward sipping. It's been a while.
All right.
All right. Oh my god.
That's foam.
That's okay. Well, I don't have any foam. That's good. Oh,
delicious.
my God. I'm tasting burger. I'm tasting burger. Ugh.
Gross. Don't share that. I just taste Chineken.
That was 30 seconds awkward sipping on the 5 Gallon Podcast.
Chineken.
I gotta go back off beer again tomorrow. On the weekends now, I'm having beer and bad food.
I don't think anything was bad about the Swiss mushroom burger you had for dinner.
Whatever that fish cheese you had though, that was pretty stupid.
I had a bad meal choice today.
Well,
I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and regret it.
you know, out of Brooklyn, New York, it's like God, everything cool is happening in Brooklyn. Apparently, that's where you're gonna find
Beastie Boys.
Kaki King. We'll do an instrumental tune here. She's pretty cool, actually. That's called Kelvinator. Ooh, I'm all burpy. 5 Gallon Podcast.
Jay-Z's from Brooklyn.
Oh, well, there you go. Where's Frank Ocean from?
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
Khaki King?
Kaki King.
No lyrics coming.
No, it's a short little instrumental. The whole record's it's pretty good though. It's
I like it. I like this.
This is nice. Oh man. Maybe I should have slept as long as you.
How long did you sleep?
I only do like 30 minutes.
Ah.
Yeah.
So I went in there. I watched the end of the movie Click. Did you ever see that with Adam Sandler?
Mm-hmm.
It's really bad.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how bad it was, but the end.
It's a good Sunday afternoon hangover movie, though.
Yeah, the end was he like comes back to his life and loves everybody.
Yeah.
So I saw that. That's the only part of the movie I saw. I've never seen anything else in the movie. And so
Really?
yeah, that was the only thing.
Because the movie's actually quite good.
It is
Yeah.
just him freezing shit. So he obviously fast forwards to the future.
Yeah, and it's got Chris Walken in it,
Yeah,
and he's great.
yeah.
But yeah, it's basically finds a remote and he can fast forward through shit.
So he finds out what happens to his life.
Sort of, but the problem is though, because he skips over stuff, shit happens. It's kind of, you'll have to see it. You can't.
I don't want to see it. I already know what happens. He goes to a wedding. His daughter's hot.
Mm-hmm.
He dies.
But that's the future.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Because you're not.
No.
It's not. It's actually a terrible movie.
So right when the credits rolled up, that's when I fell asleep. An hour and 25-minute nap.
Yeah, you're not missing much. It's a long nap, man. It's too long.
Well, I haven't taken a nap in a long time. So it's just me sort of catching up on lack of nap.
Whoa.
Wee!
Hey.
I've had dark circles under my eyes for about 3 weeks. What's wrong with me?
Sorry.
Weed and puppy love?
Puppy love.
Puppy love.
5 Gallon
Puppy
Podcast.
love.
It's all the coke and blogging.
Blogging?
Cocky King. Loving it. Coke and blogging. That's all I do. Coke and blogging.
Good for you.
Blogging and coke.
All right.
You bet. I decided to be a fiend.
A blog fiend or a coke fiend?
Coke fiend. You know?
Coke.
I think that's the way to be. That's where it's at now, all you kids. Do cocaine all the time. La la la.
Wow.
Sure.
That was bold.
Isn't that real?
That is real.
Yeah.
You just told people to do coke.
I didn't tell them to. I suggested strongly that if you want to be as cool as I am, blow all day long.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I should leave, I think.
No, you stick around.
Oh,
There's plenty of blow. We can blog.
right.
Yeah.
Great.
We're going to talk about what's going on next week, right?
Next week is
Yeah.
the best week in your life.
Cost of living's getting high.
We should look at that song up. I want that on the all request.
All right. I'll see what I can do. Next week is the all request week, which means that you guys have probably 4 or 5 days to get your submissions in. Show is almost entirely put together, but I left a couple holes for some cuts, just in case there's some last minute submissions that I think are pretty hot. And if there's some that come in that are better than the ones that I have already chosen from the selections that you have chosen, because it is a filtering process, then I might play it.
Jim James.
Right.
Jim James.
And don't forget, go over to the Facebook page where you can find, there's a little poll there to see who the guest host is going to be with me.
Oh.
I don't mind telling you Harry is in the lead, not only on the poll, but in the emails that have come in. And again, there's been an overwhelming amount of mail that has asked that I not be on the show.
Really?
Yes. So it might just be Harry playing some cuts for you next week.
Who are the other options as hosts?
Woody's on there. Nobody's voted for you yet.
I was on there?
Yeah, but maybe.
Vote for me.
Well, maybe after this.
Well, you should have told me. I would have run a campaign.
Could be.
I'm
Never too late.
campaigning. Vote for me.
Local Natives.
Vote for me.
And Heavy Feet is the tune. Vote for Adam.
Vote for me.
I've got a poker.
Jim James did.
Do cloak. Do cloak with me. All right. Apparently, there's a problem with our website. Wow. Big problem. Let me check it out. Apparently, our account's been suspended. Could be that $7,500 somebody owes me. All right. Google Chrome.
I'm liking this one.
Oh, it's a great band.
Who is it?
They're called Local Natives. They're out of LA. They're killer, man. Great record. Wow, great record.
Really?
Yeah, really good.
When did it recent?
Yeah, this is new. This came out this year.
All right, I'm buying it. Local Natives Monday. Local Natives Monday.
Yeah, it's killer. Really great stuff. Yep.
Chinakin.
Chinakin.
I think I've heard this band.
Yeah?
I feel like I have. Local Natives. I have. Did they sing a song about Africa?
You mean Toto?
Fuck you. No, I swear Local Natives has a song about Africa. I swear. Please consult the interwebs. Am I wrong? I'm wrong.
I think so, dude.
I know that there's a Local Native song that I listen to quite a lot on an album that I used to have.
Stay tuned for the new enhanced 5-gallon podcast, brought to you from our new production facility located in beautiful.
Everybody dance now. Everybody dance now. Kevin Bacon.
Costa Rica. Welcome to the jungle, baby.
All right, you're under the impression, apparently, and I don't know how much coke you've been doing, but
Vote for Adam.
you think that those guys sang a song about Africa or called Africa?
All right, I might be wrong, but I know I had an album with a Local Native song on it, and I know the last two songs, one of them had to do with Africa, and I thought it was a Local Native song.
Why don't we put the 5-gallon army on that and send us an email if you know what the hell Adam's talking about.
Well, I'm wrong, so go ahead and send emails.
Make
and
the-
also vote for me.
And make it easy on me, too, because I honestly don't read your emails. Put in the subject line, vote for Adam, Africa, or something.
Yeah,
Then
forward
it'll
those to
stand
me. I'll
out.
respond.
I can do that. Yeah, I can set up a filter,
Yeah, that'd be great.
automatically send it over to your work mail.
Yeah, send it to my Hotmail account. Just kidding. Hotmail. You've got Hotmail. Does anyone still have a Hotmail address?
Well, you know what I do, but I did a thing where you could switch it to live. So now I've got it's now a live account. Pretty whatever. Oh, I never check it. Send it there. Yeah.
So Hotmail changed to live?
You have an option now. Well, now they've actually changed it to it's Outlook.com.
Oh.
Yeah, so you can switch your Hotmail to either Adam, Chunky Lover 69 at hotmail.com
64
to live.com
64.
or Adam Chunky Lover 64 at outlook.com.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well,
is this what people tune in for?
the more you know.
This is the show, right? This is what we do?
I watched Footloose again the other day. I didn't tell you that.
Really?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, last Friday.
You watch that a lot.
I've only watched it twice in the last year. It's worth it every time. Vote for me.
Moon Duo. It circles. On the 5 Gallon Podcast. Vote for me!
Adam, it's Adam.
I want to vote for you now.
Thank you. I got a good campaign.
You do. That's.
I have a lightsaber.
Vote for me.
I'm going to push this campaign.
It's good.
How many votes does Harry have?
Not very many.
Like 100?
No.
20?
Yeah, like that.
Oh, cool. I can get that.
You sure?
Yeah.
Because you have to go on the show next week if you win, though.
Fuck yeah.
All right.
So I'm going to put it on my Facebook page. I'm going to tell people to vote for me. I'm going to run a little social networking campaign.
All right.
And I'm going to make it. I'm going to make this happen. Make this a thing.
Well, I'm going to send you.
Tell Harry to watch his Harry back.
I'm going to send you the link to the thing, and then you can do whatever you want with it.
Stellar.
Yep.
Stellar. Chinekins.
Chinekin. There it is.
One-upmanship. I'm drunk again. You've never been drunk on a Sunday? What? Also, if I win, I have to stay in Hakko.
You.
Yeah, hope you know that.
Kind of makes sense though that you do it that way.
Yeah.
All right. Adam. It's hard to do stuff. I use my pinky all the time on the keyboard. I had no idea. You don't realize until you have to put a bandage on it. We're at the end of the program. What do you know?
If you like it, you better put a bandage on it.
Okay, I got to do actually a serious thing here. Because we have a new sponsor that I have to mention.
Tune in or tuneout.com.
All right. I got to do hover.com, freshbooks.com, emusic.com. 0.5 episodes next weekend. I feel like there's something else I'm supposed to promote today. I don't want to open my email and find out. Oh, well, I'll get an angry email. You were supposed to mention this.
So people are paying you for doing the podcast?
I have sponsors. Pretty exciting.
So,
not after I suggest everyone does coke. You know, might have lost one there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I helped you out. I helped you out there.
Thanks, dude.
Told you I was leaving. I'm scared.
Mm-hmm. All right.
For more information on this podcast and all the latest news from the 5 Gallon Empire, simply visit 5gallonsound.com. We have cookies.
And so it goes.
Down to Gonky Park.
Whistling or children chanting choruses. Is that right?
Yes.
All
Those
right.
are if you want a successful song,
All right.
include a long whistle solo.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Sweet Child of Mine, for example.
Yeah.
Or,
Oh, you don't mean Sweet Child of Mine. You mean Patience.
I do.
Yeah. All right. Sponsors! I want to thank emusic.com for providing a lot of the music tonight. If you like many of these songs, you can go to 5gallonsound.com/podcast. Click on that link there, get a $10 coupon when you sign up to eMusic, and you can get many of these cuts for 49 cents per piece. I want to thank everybody over at FreshBooks.com for helping us out right now. If you sign up for FreshBooks using that link, you will be automatically submitted into a contest whereby every month a winner will be sent a birthday cake. So go to that link, click on FreshBooks and sign up, and you are automatically eligible to win a birthday cake. And I want to spank the new sponsor. Did I say spank? I hope so. I want to spank them real good. Hover.com. Just transferred all my domains over to them. They are the Two Cows people up in Toronto, Canada, so thank you very much for sponsoring the show. Hover.com. Any final thoughts?
Yeah, Children Chanting is also a instant success song.
Back up in Toronto, one of my buddies, last cut of the night, Lou Pamonti. This is the Boogaloo Lounge off the Scythe title record. Do more coke. Vote for Adam.
Vote for me, don't do coke.